Hey, today we're going to be in Zillah, Washington, in the Rattlesnake Hills. We're going to go to J. Bell Cellars and Lavender Farm, and you're going to love it. You're going to meet Wes and Natasha, and it's a great place. You're going to have some of the best red wines you've ever had right here in Washington. So come on, we're going to go take a look. The Rattlesnake Hills AVA is an American viticultural area located in Yakima County, Washington. The Rattlesnake Hills AVA is entirely contained within the Yakima Valley AVA, which is in turn entirely contained within the larger Columbia Valley AVA. The region was awarded Rattlesnake Hills appellation status on March 20th, 2006, making it Washington's 9th federally recognized American viticultural area. The AVA is centered on the city of Zillah, with elevations ranging from 850 feet to 3,085 feet. This AVA contains the highest point in the Yakima Valley AVA. Grapes commonly grown in the Rattlesnake AVA include Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, Chenin Blanc, Gewürztraminer, Grenache, Malbec, Merlot, Mourvedre, Muscat Canelli, Petit Syrah, Riesling, Sauvignon, and Viognier. Today, there are 17 wineries in this small AVA. Wes and Natasha Tesla are both from the Ukraine, but didn't meet until 1999 when they both worked for the same company in Woodinville, Washington. Wes and Natasha fell in love with the Yakima Valley while visiting family and friends. They then went on to purchase some orchard land with a farmhouse and now own J. Bell Cellars in Zillah, Washington. The Teslas founded the winery and a lavender farm. The region is a major lavender producer. The farm is a member of the Washington Lavender Association. They produce floral arrangements, sachets, candles, and potpourri, and are part of the 9-member Lavender Farm Trail. The winery's name is J. Bell and is based on their children's names, Jason and Isabella. Wes said about his winemaking techniques, "For years we had a slogan on our wall in the tasting room that said, 'Don't mess with it.' He adds nothing to his wines, no color, tannins, or yeast, and goes through a long barrel fermentation process in French oak, often 20 to 30 months. As he says, it's an old world way of making wine, small batch and all natural." Walking into the outdoor tasting garden, I was first struck by the koi pond. I love koi and they were absolutely mesmerizing. I love the outdoor tasting garden. Lots of tables spread out over a big courtyard, all shaded with lovely plants. Really very pretty, attractive, and comfortable. I began my tasting alone, but was soon joined by several furry companions. One of the other things I liked about J. Bell was they had a wonderful menu and the food was excellent. One of the great opportunities of wine and food that you'll have in a wine visit. The first wine I tried was the J. Bell Grenache Blanc. The Grenache Blanc is from the Bassetti Vineyards. Lots of crisp green apples and white flour, hints of lemon zest at the end of the nose. This is a big, fruity, dry white. Big, luscious fruit in the middle with a soft ending and just a little hint of acidity. Wonderful. The next wine was called The Simple Pleasures of Life, also known as SPL. The grapes are 80% Merlot from the Red Mountain Vineyard, 13% Cabernet Franc from the Meek family estates, and 5% Petit Verdot and 2% Syrah from the Sunridge Vineyards. The wine was aged for 30 months, 30% new French oak, the rest in older and neutral oak. They made approximately about 500 cases bright fruit, strawberry, blueberries, slate, some dark cocoa. This is a lovely, lovely blend. Very, very sumptuous, incredibly complex, lovely tannins, great finish. Loved this wine. Next up was the Cab Franc, but I'm going to let Wes Tesla tell you all about it.
Well, hi. My name is Wes Tesla, J-Bell Cellars here in beautiful Yakima Valley. And today I want to talk about one of our wines that is a bottle of Cab Franc, which is we lovely call Frankie, or bottle of the Cab Franc. And yes, it is Frank with a K, if you're wondering. And no, I did not misspell it. So it's 100% Cab Franc. Traditionally, we source the fruit for this wine from 2 different vineyards. And one of them is the Nin Vineyard right here in the valley, our neighbors. And the second one is the Meek Family Estate, is formerly known in Benton City, which is right on the edge of the region called Red Mountain. It's not per se a Red Mountain as appellation goes, but it's located just across the road from it. So very similar characteristics. So traditionally we've always made that bottle out of those 2 vineyards. So it's percentage it would vary, but on average we would keep it 50-50. In my 1 year it would be 40-60, or depending what it is. This is one of the few wines that use American oak on it. And normally would age half of it in a French oak and half in the American oak. And American oak I would use 4-year air dry barrels, which is give a lot softer and nuanced flavors about it without being too rigid or too stringent. Too tough on a wine. So that's kind of protocol. But let's go back to the name, Cab Franc or Frankie. So with that is, I do have an uncle who used to make wine in the old days, and we always call him Frankie. So one of the first barrels of the wine I ever made as a hobby was a barrel of Cab Franc. So we would chalk the name Frankie on it, and get a kind of a dedication to my uncle that introduced me to the wine in a very young age. And in Europe it was okay, I guess. So yeah, that's where the name came from. It's been approved by TTB, and one of our favorite wines that we do make. We sell out every year within a month of release. So thank you.
This Cab Franc has big dark cherry, dark raspberry, big beautiful Cab Franc. Deep flavors, lovely, well-balanced tannins, lingers beautifully. This is a terrific Cab Franc, another one of my favorites from the region. The Cabernet Sauvignon Yakima Valley. This is 100% Cabernet Sauvignon from 3 different vineyards: Red Mountain Vineyard, Sunridge Vineyard, and 7 Mile Vineyard. It's 36 months in oak. 10% of that is new oak, and 90% is older and neutral, which creates a big fruit-forward Cabernet Sauvignon. Big dark cherry, big dry cranberries, lots of terrific red stewed fruit. One of the best Cab Savs from this region. I loved this wine as well. The 100% Syrah is loaded with incredible flavor. Prune, dark cherry, fig, earthy, complex, layered, nice tannins, a hint of white and black pepper, supple finish, long-lasting flavor, elegant, stunning, one of my new favorite Syrahs. This 100% Merlot was from 3 different vineyards. According to Wes, the Meeker Vineyard offers the incredible fresh fruit that's up front in this wine. The Sunridge Vineyard delivers a gorgeous supple mid-palate, and the Copeland Vineyard delivers the tannins from the cooler elevations. An absolutely stellar Merlot. The J-Bell Petit Verdot is 100% PV from Red Mountain Vineyards, 25% New French Oak, 75% older and neutral French Oak. Beautiful prunes, blueberries, dark cherry, baked figs, soft, luscious, velvety with solid tannins at the finish. A super long-lasting flavor. Absolutely terrific. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I seriously had some of the best red wines on my entire Stroopwaffle there at J. Bell Cellars and in Zillah, Washington. Really loved what was going on in the Rattlesnake Hills. Anyway, I hope you had a good time. Thank you very much to Wes, who was absolutely wonderful to me, and I hope you go there and try the wines. They were terrific. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Well, that's it for this edition of the Great American Winery Stroopwaffle. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll come back soon. And in the meantime, drink local.